Welcome to August. One of the cool things about that, dry July is all over. So this video is just a recap. My father-in-law dropped off a beer for me since he knew that I took July off from drinking beer. So he left this for me the last time he was here. Oh, wow. Dirty Bastard is such a good beer. It's sweet and rich and malty, and it's got a nice bitterness to it that I just love. So, cheers. Oh. So, those of you who know me as a beer loving nerd are probably wondering why I participated in Dry July 2019. So I figured I'd just do a short little video talking about it. Well, it goes back to a year and a half ago when I stepped on the scale and I weighed 245 pounds, I think, and I wanted to get my weight down to around 220 in time for HomebrewCon in 2018, and I didn't. I got down to maybe 240. And then over the next year after that, give or take a bit, I wound up the end of June, I weighed 250 pounds, and I knew that drinking beer added a lot of calories to what I was consuming, and so I figured that taking a month off would be just kind of a nice break, nice reset, see, well, I mean, I suppose it was an experiment also to see if I was using my enjoyment of beer to medicate other things as well. So June 29th, I decided to participate in Dry July. And with the goal of increasing my fitness, dropping a few pounds, and just re-examining my relationship with beer, make sure it was still in a good place. So over the month of July, I ran over 60 miles as my primary workout because it helped wear out the dogs, and also no beer, watched what I ate a lot more carefully than I had been, and over the course of that month I dropped from 240 to 231. So I lost basically 9 pounds over the course of a month, and I dropped from 22% body fat to 19% body fat, if you trust those electronic body fat scales. So I feel great, honestly, and I did learn a few interesting things about myself. I really like beer, and I did miss it, but I also realized that I was using literally any occasion as an excuse to enjoy a beer. And since I homebrew, there was almost always beer available, and I had beer available through most of the month, and I just didn't drink any. So I think the thing that I took away from it was I was losing some of the appreciation of why I love beer, all the different flavors that seem like they shouldn't go together, but in a really good beer they blend together and are just right. And over that same month, I also came to the realization that it was really easy to have a beer and then be like, oh, well, I can't go work out because I already had a beer. And that just wouldn't be fun. Or rather than going mountain biking, it became a lot easier to justify just sitting on the couch and playing a video game instead, which I like video games, so there's really nothing wrong with that either. But I think it was a good challenge for myself just to re-examine what I like about beer. Got me back to just take my time, appreciate a good beer, and don't let it interfere with my other interests, because there is a lot of stuff that I want to do that I was putting on hold because I was not doing anything besides enjoying beer some evenings, or drinking and reading, which is what I'm going to do after I record this video. But I had a great experience. If you like beer as much as I do, and you're looking for a way to just kind of reset, taking a month off really wasn't that big a deal. I still craved beer, and I thought about beer and home brewing and beer recipes a lot, but I also got out there and did a little more mountain biking, resumed taekwondo after I got over whatever cold virus that was, and just had fun. So, I mean, cheers. Now we're into August, and I'm looking forward to finishing up. I got a couple beers I have to keg, and I'm looking forward to tasting them. So, cheers. We'll see you soon.